Hello students, I welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of SRT. If you are here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Today I am here with another chapter of geometry, that is chapter number 4, geometric construction. Now instead of doing this chapter on the board, what I have done is I have done each and every sum of your textbook. Basically I have covered all the variety of questions and I have actually done the construction on a piece of paper so that you understand it much more clearly. One request to you, when you see this particular video, do not fast forward it. Have enough time to watch the entire video in one go so that you understand each and everything. And after watching the entire video, make sure that even you do the construction on your own. Just looking at the video is not going to help you. Chalo, let's start with the sums now. Okay, students, now we start with chapter number 4, construction of triangles. Now before I go ahead with this entire chapter is based on construction. So first I'll show you the different geometric instruments that we require in the entire chapter. First is pen pencil. This is the pen pencil that I'm talking about of 0.5 mm. 0.5 mm is nothing but the thickness of the lead that we will be using. Okay, many students have a habit of making use of a normal pencil. Please do not make use of such normal pencil in your construction, because if the tip becomes blunt, then your construction is not going to look neat. So it is better that entire construction should be done only with pen pencil with 0.5 mm lead. Then HB lead chahiye. This is HB lead that I am talking about. This is the darkest that you get, so your construction will be neat. Then your simple compass, in layman terms it is called as a rounder. Why it is called simple compass over here is there are many stylish compass that are available in the market. Those compass are not required. Okay, a simple compass with a pen pencil attached. Okay, so this is then protractor is required. You usually call it as D. This is the protractor that I am talking about. It should have clear markings. Is that clear? Then you need a 15 centimeter plastic scale. There are few students who do construction by making use of wooden scale or steel scale. Please do not use that. It has to be a 15 centimeter plastic scale, preferably of Faber-Castell. Okay, and the markings should be clearly visible. Then you should be having a clean eraser. Now eraser, I am not showing it to you. You know, it should not be a blackout thing. Okay, it has to be a clean eraser. Clear? Now before I start with the chapter, there is one very important theorem that I require, okay, for the explanation. That is your perpendicular bisector theorem. Now what is perpendicular bisector theorem? Look here, this is your segment AB. Now this line which I have drawn, this is a perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Perpendicular bisector theorem tells you that any point which lies on the perpendicular bisector, that point has to be equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. इसका मतलब क्या? This point C is anywhere on the perpendicular bisector, so you can conclude that point C has to be equidistant from A and B. That is, AC will be equal to BC. Is that clear? Then D is another point over here, so D should be at equidistant or at equal distance from point A and from point B, so you can say AD will be equal to BD. This is your perpendicular bisector theorem. Again I repeat, it says what? Any point on the perpendicular bisector is equidistant from the end points of the segment. Clear? Okay. Now with this background, let's start with the chapter. Okay. Now requirement तो मैंने आप लोगों को बता दिया है. There are 3 categories of questions that we will be talking about. First category is covered in your practice set number 4.1. So entire practice set 4.1 will be based on category 1. Entire practice set 4.2 will be based on category 2, and your practice set 4.3 comprises of category 3. अभी कैटेगरी कैसे किस बेसिस पे डिवाइड किया है? इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द डेटा ऑफ द ट्राइंगल दैट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. हियर वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ ट्राइंगल. सो रिलेटेड टू ट्राइंगल देयर विल बी अ फ्यू इंफॉर्मेशन दैट विल बी गिवन टू यू. नाउ व्हाट इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन टू यू, बेस्ड ऑन दैट the sums are classified into 3 categories. Category 1 में क्या दिया है? base of the triangle will be given, one of the base angle will be given, and sum of other two sides of the triangle will be given. A triangle has three sides. Among three sides, the base side will be given, one base angle will be given, and बाकी के दो side का addition दिया रहेगा. If you have such type of data, you should understand that the sum belongs to category 1. Now let's see the sum, how it is to be done. Look here. This is your practice set 4.1. Question number 1. Question says what? Construct triangle PQR in which QR is equal to 4.2 centimeter. Measure angle Q is equal to 40 degree. PQ plus PR is 8.5 centimeter. Now, if you see the data that is given to you, see how it belongs to category 1. सबसे पहले गिवन डेटा लेका इन ट्राइंगल पी क्यू आर इक्वल टू 4.2 सेंटीमीटर. दिस इज नथिंग बट द बेस ऑफ द ट्राइंगल. ये हो गया मेरा बेस. देन मेजर एंगल क्यू इज 40 डिग्री, सो दैट बिकम्स वन ऑफ द बेस एंगल. सो दिस आई कैन कॉल इट एज अ बेस एंगल. देन नेक्स्ट इज पी क्यू प्लस पी आर इक्वल टू 8.5 centimeters, so that is sum of two sides. So looking at the data, I come to know that the question belongs to category 1. Clear? Now अभी whenever you solve a particular question, पूरा question कितने part में solve होगा? सबसे पहले given data is compulsory, then you have to draw an analytical figure, and after completing the analytical figure you will be drawing a fair figure. उसके बाद क्या लिखने का है, that I'll come to after doing the construction. तो सबसे पहले given data लेगा. Now analytical figure, suppose if this is your paper, analytical figure should be done on the right side of the paper and fair figure will be done at the center. Okay, analytical figure, there should not be any arcs drawn in it. Okay, it has to be done using scale and a pencil. It will give you a rough idea that how you are supposed to draw your fair figure. That is what analytical figure means. Now look here, analytical figure में कैसे बना रहा हूँ. One very important thing, please note, I am doing the diagrams with pen for better clarity. You will be doing all the diagrams and the naming only with pencil. Pen is not allowed. Okay, now in my analytical figure, सबसे पहले I take a base. Let's say this is the base of the triangle. I am not taking a exact length of 4.2 centimeter. Clear? Then you have to take an angle of 40 degree. Approximate 40 degree you need to take. Let's say that this is your angle of 40 degree. Is that clear? And you put an arrow. This is your Q. This is your R. Angle Q 40 degree. Now sum of two sides is 8.5 centimeter. That 8.5 centimeter you have to take it on this angle. Let's take that point over here. You can call it as any point other than P, Q and R. Okay, because this is not the vertex of the triangle. They are saying PQ plus PR is 8.5 centimeter. Only PQ cannot be 8.5 centimeter. Okay, so I name this as point A. A के जगह पे you can use any other letter other than what is already used in the question. Then after taking that 8.5, just join it to point R, and remember this statement, whatever you join you have to draw a perpendicular bisector of that segment. तो इसका perpendicular bisector I need to draw. अभी ये वाला line is slant like this. It is not a straight line like this. It is slant line. तो इसका जब भी perpendicular बनेगा, please do not draw a straight horizontal line. That line will also be slant. Is that clear? And approximate bisector. So let's say this is somewhere at the center and I draw a perpendicular line like this. I am not taking any measurement. I am drawing an approximate figure. That is what needs to be done in your analytical figure. Okay. Then wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts your angle, ये मेरा angle था, ये मेरा perpendicular bisector है. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts your angle, that becomes the third letter or the third vertex of the triangle. So I call it as point P and इसको join करने का. P and R you join. This becomes your triangle PQR. Okay, this is perpendicular segment, bisector sign. This perpendicular bisector you have drawn. Then you have taken this as 4.2 centimeter. This angle you have taken it as 40 degree, and entire QA you have taken it as 8.5 centimeter. कैसे लिखोगे? Please do not draw freehand line. Freehand मतलब without using scale. क्या करेगा मैं? Look here. Draw the line using arrows like this. ए तक अप्रोक्सीमेट एक्सटेंड, क्यू तक अप्रोक्सीमेट एक्सटेंड किया इसको. दिस यर आई विल राइट इट एज 8.5 सेंटीमीटर. सो दिस टेल्स यू फ्रॉम क्यू till A I have taken 8.5 centimeter. Now there is one more marking over here. Look here. ये मेरा perpendicular bisector है. किसका perpendicular bisector है? AR का है. तो can I say point P lies on perpendicular bisector of AR? So according to perpendicular bisector theorem, P has to be equidistant from A and R. मतलब PA should be equal to PR. So you mark these two sides also congruent. These two sides are congruent because of perpendicular bisector theorem. Now let's see that how this diagram satisfies the given condition. If I go to see over here, QR 4.2 है, we had taken this as 4.2. Then angle Q 40 degree we had taken. Then PQ plus PR was 8.5, but we had taken QA equal to 8.5. Now taking QA equal to 8.5, how does it satisfy PQ plus PR as 8.5? Look here, ये जो QA है, can I say it is QP plus PA? And this PA is congruent to PR. So QP plus PA, I can write it as QP plus PR. So QP plus PA was 8.5. Now I can say QP plus PR is 8.5. Basically, PA के जगह पे I can write PR because they are congruent by perpendicular bisector theorem. That is how the third condition gets satisfied. Clear? Okay. Then इसके नीचे you will write analytical figure. और ये जो मैं analytical figure लिख रहा हूँ, this also should be written only with pencil. After writing analytical figure, you will underline it. Okay? तो इससे मेरे को exact idea मिल गया that what I need to do in your fair diagram. Okay? This analytical figure carries marks. Okay? Now fair figure में सबसे पहले I draw base QR of 4.2 centimeter. Okay? So let's start the figure over here. Okay, 4.2 centimeter. So 0 से लेके 4.2 centimeter. Is that clear? Now I need to take an angle of 40 degree. तो keep your protractor in such a way कि ये जो intersection point है ना, this point should coincide with this point and the base line should coincide with this line. Clear? So that is how I keep the protractor over here. Mark 40 degree. 40 degree का marking हो गया and draw that angle of 40 degree. This is your angle of 40 degree. Now on this 40 degree, I want to take PQ plus PR was 8.5. तो इधर से now I need to mark a point A at a distance of 8.5. अभी ये marking you have to do using a compass. I have used a pen over here for better clarity. You will be making use of pencil only. You are not supposed to make use of pen. Okay? Now 8.5 क्या करने का मालूम है? एक सिंपल प्रोसेस बताता हूँ. 8.5 चाहिए ना, डायरेक्टली मैंने स्केल से मार्किंग कर दिया, इधर 8.5 रखा. So this is your point, but since it has to be shown using a compass, what can you do? इधर रखने का, जो point mark किया उधर तक extend करो and just draw an arc over there. So this is your 8.5. Okay? बाद में क्या करने का? This point you have to join it over here. Okay? जितना किया है उतना नेमिंग देखो. This is Q, this is R, this is not the third vertex of the triangle, name it as anything else, so I name it as A. Now you need to draw perpendicular bisector of AR. Remember, जिस segment का perpendicular bisector बनाने का है ना, you have to make use of end points of that segment. So I keep my compass point on A. Okay? R तक लिया and उससे थोड़ा कम, more than half basically of segment AR. You are not supposed to draw any arcs on the segment. Segment के ऊपर एक भी arc नहीं आएगा. AR का perpendicular bisector के लिए I'm going to make use of point A and point R. Okay? So A से I draw one arc this side, I draw second arc on the other side. Then I keep my compass point on point R. I cut the previous arcs. Clear? I got the intersection of the arcs. Please make a note. मैंने segment के ऊपर एक भी arc नहीं बनाया है. Okay? Intersecting arcs को connect करो. This is over here. Okay? So I have kept my scale properly. I connect them by a straight line. This becomes your perpendicular bisector. Okay, and wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts your angle, that is the third vertex of the triangle. So you got your point P and join PR. Now you know that point P is on perpendicular bisector of segment AR. So obviously P should be equidistant from point A and point R. Okay, now you write the measurements what you have taken. Okay, this entire thing was 8.5, and when you make this line na, okay, showing the arrows like this for 8.5, make sure that this line looks parallel to this line. That will make it look neater. अगर parallel नहीं रहेगा तो बहुत untidy दिखेगा वो. Okay, इधर से इधर तक it is 8.5 centimeter. This becomes your fair figure. Is that clear? Okay, now what I am writing, it depends on your school teacher whether she tells you to write this or no. Okay, अगर school teacher ने नहीं बोला है तो you may not write it. Now see what I am doing. This QR equal to 4.2 centimeter, you have yourself taken 4.2, so this is okay. Angle Q 40 degree, you have yourself taken, this is okay. PQ plus PR 8.5 मैंने नहीं लिया था, मैंने लिया था QA equal to 8.5. तो now after completing the diagram, you find PQ का क्या लेंथ आया, find PR का क्या लेंथ आया, and verify that the answer is 8.5. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, look here, I need to verify this thing. ये दो वेरीफाई करने का जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि ये दोनों मेजरमेंट आप लोगों ने खुद से डायरेक्टली लिया हुआ है. I want to verify that PQ plus PR is 8.5. तो I write PQ is equal to, you have to actually measure PQ. Look here, 0 से लेके it comes till over here 5.1 centimeter. So I'll say PQ is equal to 5.1 centimeter. Then you will say PR is equal to, क्योंकि second is PR, अभी PR कितना है, over here I am getting it as 3.4. Okay, this I write it as 3.4, and now if I go to see PQ plus PR, the actual measurements that I have got, it is 5.1 plus 3.4, which is 8.5 centimeter. So this thing is verified. This thing totally depends on your school teacher whether she tells you to write this or no. Okay, now अभी over here I got the answer as 8.5 because there is no error in construction. But suppose अगर आप लोगों ने PQ measure किया, you get this PQ as 5.1, and suppose मैं PR measure करता हूँ and I am getting, let's say I get it as 3.3. तो अगर मैंने इधर 5.1 लिखा, इधर 3.3 लिखा, एडिशन विल टर्न आउट टू बी 8.4, लेकिन मेरे को चाहिए 8.5. अगर ऐसा होता है, इन दैट केस यू चेंज द measurement. Even if you are not getting 3.4, write it as 3.4. बेसिकली ये एडिशन 8.5 आना चाहिए. अगर बरोबर से आया ठीक है, अगर नहीं आया then write the numbers in such a way that the addition should be 8.5. Because if you don't write 8.5 over here, your marks will be deducted directly. Is that clear? Suppose अगर इधर 5 आया तो इधर 3.5 लिखने का. Understood? Adjustment should be done in such a way that the third condition gets verified. Okay, so given is compulsory for all the students, analytical figure compulsory, fair figure compulsory. This part totally depends on school teacher. There is one more thing that few school teacher will tell you to write, that is your analytical analysis for the entire diagram. अभी analysis का मतलब क्या होता है, let's try to understand. As I told you, this condition no need to verify, this no need to verify because you have yourself taken in the diagram. But PQ plus PR 8.5 ये अपने को verify करना पड़ेगा. Few teachers tell to verify like this. Few teachers will tell you to write analysis. Analysis में basically you have to prove that PQ plus PR is 8.5. कैसे करेंगे? Look here. What 8.5 we had taken? We had taken QA equal to 8.5. So I write over here. QA is equal to 8.5 centimeter. Therefore, अभी this QA I can split it as PQ plus PA is equal to 8.5 centimeter. This I write it as equation 1. Okay, and reason will be Q dash P dash A. मैंने क्या किया? Entire QA was 8.5. I split it as PQ plus PA. नाउ आई विल से, अभी मेरे को ये कंडीशन वेरीफाई करने के लिए पी क्यू बरोबर है, ये पी आर के जगह पे आई वॉन्ट पी ए के जगह पे आई वॉन्ट पी आर. अभी पी ए के जगह पे इफ आई वॉन्ट पी आर, दे टू शुड बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट एंड यू नो दैट दे आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट बाय परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर थियरम. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई एम प्रूविंग नाउ. आई विल से दैट पॉइंट पी lies on perpendicular bisector of segment AR. Okay, therefore by perpendicular bisector theorem you can say that point P should be equidistant from which points? That point P should be equidistant from points A and R. Therefore, you can say that PA is equal to PR. इसको लिखो equation 2. Then you will say from equation 1 and 2 में क्या करेगा? This PA equal to PR, I substitute over here. PA के जगह पे I'll write PR. तो what I'll get? PQ plus PR is equal to 8.5 centimeter. This is the condition that you had to verify. Please draw this box using scale and pencil. Is that clear? So now I hope you understood what needs to be done in category 1. कैटेगरी 1 का कंस्ट्रक्शन कैसे होता है, लुक किया. सबसे पहले बेस बनाने का, वॉट एवर एंगल इज गिवन यू ड्रॉ दैट. ऑन दैट एंगल जो भी एडिशन ऑफ साइड्स रहता है उसका आर्क कट होता है. ओके, आई विल शो यू इन दिस डायग्राम. उसका आर्क कट होता है. देन यू जॉइन दिस, ए एंड आर को कनेक्ट किया. वॉट एवर यू जॉइन उसका यू हैव टू ड्रॉ अ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the angle, that becomes the third vertex of the triangle. Join it to point R, that gives you your triangle PQR. The condition that you are not taking in the diagram, you have to verify either by writing the actual measurements or by writing the analysis. This part you need to confirm from your school teacher whether this is required or this is required or nothing is required. Okay, I hope you got this question number 1. Now I go to the next question. Okay, now this I directly come to question number 4. Question number 2 and question number 3 are similar to the question that we have already done. Here there is a slight difference, so I am doing this question number 4. Question says what? Construct triangle ABC in which BC equal to 3.2 centimeter, angle ACB equal to 45 degree, perimeter of triangle ABC is 10 centimeter. Now, first of all, very obvious, you are supposed to write the given data. And now, if I look at the given data, BC is 3.2 centimeter. That becomes the base of the triangle. Angle ACB is 45 degree. That becomes the base angle of the triangle. Now sum of other two sides should be given in category 1, but in this case they are talking about perimeter, and perimeter वाला it is category 3. But category 3 में perimeter के साथ में both the base angles should be given. Are both the base angles given over here? No, and you cannot even get the second base angle. So ये जो question दिया है ना, it can be converted into category 1. अभी वो कन्वर्ट कैसे करने का, लुक किया. पेरीमीटर इज 10 सेंटीमीटर. पेरीमीटर का मतलब क्या होता है? एडिशन ऑफ ऑल द साइड्स. सो यू कैन से दैट पेरीमीटर ऑफ ट्राइंगल ABC विल बी AB प्लस BC प्लस AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Now you know in the question BC is given as 3.2. So I'll say AB plus 3.2 plus AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Therefore AB plus AC will be 10 minus 3.2. Therefore you can say that AB plus AC is, now 10 minus 3.2 will become 6.8 centimeter. Now if I go to C, this is your base of triangle. This is your base angle. One base angle is given and sum of other two sides. Now sum of other two sides was not directly given. They have given you perimeter and one side. So using perimeter and one side, you can get the sum of remaining two sides. Clear? So this question can be converted into category 1. Now I go to the construction part. सबसे पहले कौन सा फिगर होगा? Very obvious, you are supposed to draw your analytical figure. Now I start my analytical figure over here. First I need to draw the base. Let's take the base like this. As I have already told you, analytical figure में actual measurements का ज़रूरत नहीं है. Once you draw the base, angle should be 45 degree. Now अभी look here. BC is 3.2 सेंटीमीटर. अगर मैंने B इधर लिखा, C इधर लिखा, then it will be a problem. You always try to take the base angle जो दिया रहता है ना on the left hand side. Okay, if you take it on the left hand side, it will be better. Okay, previous question में भी अगर आप लोग देखोगे, ये आपका previous question था, QR मेरा base angle is on the left hand side. So if I want base angle on the left hand side, instead of writing B over here and C over here, I'll write C over here and B over here. So CB or BC it means the same, लेकिन ऐसा लिखने से angle ACB 45 दिया है, means basically angle C is 45. तो I got that angle on the left hand side. Okay, तो confusion नहीं होगा. All the sums will be of the same type then. Here I take 45 degree, approximate 45 degree. Then addition of two sides is 6.8 on this angle. Let's say 6.8 comes over here. As I've already told you not to name this as the third vertex of the triangle. You can use any other naming which is not used in the question. Question में A, B, C use किया है. I name this as point P. Okay, then ये PB को join करने का. Next step is what? Whatever you join, उसका perpendicular bisector. Because this line is slant, your perpendicular bisector will also be slant and approximate midpoint because it has to bisect. You are not supposed to take any measurement, but your diagram should be logically correct. Okay, so let's say this is your perpendicular bisector. So I put that perpendicular sign, bisector sign. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the angle, that is your third letter of the triangle. I call it as point A and join AB. This completes your triangle ABC. Now you write the measurements. This should be 3.2 centimeter. This angle is 45 degree, and this entire thing please draw using scale and pencil. I am doing diagrams with pen only for better clarity. You have to do the namings also with pencil only. नीचे you will write analytical figure. I don't have that much space over here, but after writing analytical figure you are supposed to underline it. Okay, analytical figure clear? इसमें one part is left. This point A lies on perpendicular bisector of PB. So by perpendicular bisector theorem, A should be equidistant from P and B. So this should be equal to this. Now you might have a doubt, sir, what should be the height of the analytical figure? This analytical figure ka size or the height should be approximately 6 to 7 lines of your notebook. Clear? Okay. Now I start with the fair figure. Fair figure में सबसे पहले I'll draw the base of 3.2. So let's take base 3.2 over here. From here. Okay, this is your base 3.2. Then you need to take an angle of 45 degree. I keep my protractor like this. I take an angle of 45 degree. Then इसको join करो. This is your 45 degree angle. On this 45 degree angle, whatever addition of remaining two sides is 6.8, that you need to mark from this point. So 6.8 actually directly compass से measure करने का रहता है. But see what I am doing. मैंने 6.8 का point का marking मैं कर देता हूँ. And just to show that I have done it using compass, क्या करने का? ये compass का point इधर रखा, extend it till that point. Okay, and just draw an arc like this. So no one will come to know कि आपने directly scale से measurement लिया था. Okay, I am using pen in the compass only for clarity purpose. You are supposed to attach a pencil. इसको join किया. Then next step क्या? Whatever you join, उसका perpendicular bisector. Okay, now in order, okay, I'll give the namings of whatever I have done. P over here, C over here, B over here. Now I want to draw perpendicular bisector of PB. Process क्या होता है? जो भी segment का perpendicular bisector बनाने का है, you are supposed to make use of end points of that segment. So you are going to make use of point P and point B. Means keep your compass point on P, approximately more than half. Cut an arc over here. cut an arc on the other side. Okay, clear? ये दोनों arc हो गया. Then keep your compass point on point B. Cut your previous arcs. Clear? Then you join the intersected arcs. Place your scale in such a way that the line will pass through the intersection of the two arcs. तो ये हो गया मेरा perpendicular bisector. Don't forget to put arrows. Perpendicular sign, bisector sign. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the angle, that becomes your third letter of the triangle and join AB. Clear? This becomes your fair diagram. Now you write the measurement 45 degree, then you will write 3.2 centimeter, and this thing I'll write it as 6.8 centimeter. Clear? Now comes the verification part. As I told you in the previous question, this part and this part no need to verify because we have taken BC 3.2, we have taken angle ACB 45. But AB plus AC should be 6.8. We have taken CP as 8.8. So we have to prove that by taking CP equal to 6.8, how AB plus AC becomes 6.8. That you can do by either writing the exact measurement of AB and AC and show that the addition is 6.8. That is one way. Second way is to write the analysis. It depends on your school teacher that what she asks you. तो AB plus AC 6.8 prove करने का है, तो I'll write AB का length what I got actually measure using a scale. तो AB कितना है मेरा? AB I am having it as 2.8 centimeter. So here it is 2.8 and 2.9 के बीच में, so I write 2.9 centimeter. Then I have AC. अभी AC का length ऐसा लिखो that the addition has to come 6.8. Now see, when I measure my AC, I am getting it as 3.9. Okay, so 3.9. Actually it was between 3.9 and 4, but I am writing 3.9 so that their addition will become 6.8. अगर मैंने इधर 4 लिखा तो 4 and 2.9 will give me 6.9. That shows that there is some error in the construction. तो ये दो numbers ऐसे लिखो that the addition has to come 6.8. Here I write AB plus AC is 2.9 plus 3.9 which is equal to 6.8 centimeter. अभी ये जो मैंने पार्ट लिखा है, it depends on your school teacher whether she asks you to write this or no. Okay, then I write the analysis. Analysis में भी you have to verify that this part is 6.8. ये दोनों verify करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. So AB plus AC I want to verify it is 6.8. Now 6.8 I have taken as CP. So I'll say that CP is 6.8 centimeter. This is what we have taken. ये CP को break it into two parts. So I can write it as AC plus AP equal to 6.8. Okay. Reason में you can write C dash A dash P. Now understand, ये AC तो मेरे को चाहिए, but AP के जगह पे I want AB. AP के जगह पे I want AB. Now these two are congruent. Why? Because of perpendicular bisector theorem. तो वो prove करो. I'll say that point A lies on perpendicular bisector of segment BP. Therefore, by perpendicular bisector theorem, you can say that point A should be equidistant from point P and B. So AP should be equal to AB. इसको लिखो equation 1, इसको लिखो equation 2. You can say therefore this AC I keep it as it is, plus AP के जगह पे I can write AB because I have proved congruent. So AC plus AB is 6.8 and here I can write from 1 and 2. Okay, so you have verified that this addition turns out to be 6.8 centimeter. Okay, now I repeat, this part compulsion for all the students. This is compulsory to be done. This is compulsory to be done. ये जो दोनों part है, it depends on your school teacher whether it is required or not required. I am teaching you everything. Okay, now you can take a screenshot of this image so that you have the entire solution on one page. Okay, with this you finish your practice set number 4.1. Now we will start with practice set number 4.2, where we will talk about category 2 questions. Okay, now your practice set 4.2 is based on category 2. How do you come to know that? Look here. Construct triangle XYZ such that YZ is 7.4 centimeter, angle XYZ is 45 degree and XY minus XZ is 2.7 centimeter. So whatever data is written over here, I have written it in the given part. YZ 7.4, this acts as the base of the triangle, angle XYZ 45 degree acts as the base angle of the triangle, and XY minus XZ is 2.7 centimeter. So difference of two sides is given. कैटेगरी 1 में क्या था? इधर प्लस होता था, इधर माइनस है. अभी इसमें there are two subtypes. ओके, अभी ये वाले में difference of two side angle in the first side. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? लुक किया, this angle XYZ is 45 degree. So vertex of the angle क्या है? Can I say that my vertex of the angle is Y? That letter Y is in the first side of difference. ओके, मतलब एंगल इन फर्स्ट साइड. अगर ये XZ फॉर एग्जाम्पल XZ माइनस XY होता, ओके, तो लेटर Y विल बी इन द सेकेंड साइड. अभी फर्स्ट साइड में क्या करने का, सेकेंड साइड में क्या करने का, दैट इज व्हाट आई विल टीच यू. ओके, नाउ सो अभी इसका एनालिटिकल फिगर देखो. प्रोसेस एकदम सेम है, जैसे सम ऑफ टू साइड्स का था वैसे ही डिफरेंस ऑफ टू साइड्स का है. एनालिटिकल फिगर व्हेन यू डू फॉर दिस कैटेगरी, okay, there are few things that you need to be careful about. First thing is you have to draw a bigger base in order to get a logically correct diagram. मैंने बेस बड़ा बनाया है. ओके, एंगल को छोटा लेने का. ओके, टेक एन अक्यूट एंगल एंड डू नॉट टेक अ बिगर एंगल. एंगल अगर बड़ा लोगे ना तो डायग्राम में प्रॉब्लम आएगा. ओके, कीप योर एंगल स्मॉल. क्लियर? देन वंस आई ड्रॉ, अभी दिस इज योर YZ. ओके, एंगल आई हैव टेकन 45 डिग्री. आफ्टर दैट इन सम ऑफ टू साइड्स क्या होता था, जो भी सम रहता था वी यूज टू टेक दैट डिस्टेंस ओवर हियर एंड नेम दैट पॉइंट एज एनी अदर लेटर. इधर भी सेम करने का है. इंस्टेड ऑफ सम आई विल टेक डिफरेंस 2.7 ओवर हियर. ओके, नाउ 2.7 विल बी अ स्मॉल लेंथ. Let's say that this is the point at a distance of 2.7. Name it as any other letter other than XYZ. So I call this as point A. Okay, then connect AZ. जैसे sum of two sides में वो पॉइंट प्लॉट करने के बाद में कनेक्ट करते थे, इधर भी सेम करने का है. एंड देन व्हाट वी यूज टू डू, वॉट एवर वी जॉइन वी हैव टू ड्रॉ इट्स परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. इन दिस केस वी हैव जॉइंट AZ, सो आई नीड टू ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ AZ. ओके, अभी AZ स्लांट है तो इसका परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर भी स्लांट आएगा. इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम स्ट्रेट लाइक दिस वर्टिकल. ओके, अप्रोक्सीमेट मिड पॉइंट, लेट्स से इट इज ओवर हियर एंड आई ड्रॉ अ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. Let's say this is your perpendicular bisector. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts your angle, that is the third vertex of the triangle. So I call it as X. Connect X and Z. This will be your required triangle XYZ. Many students make a mistake of drawing perpendicular bisector of YZ. Remember, perpendicular bisector is a straight nahi hai. You have to draw perpendicular bisector of AZ. Okay, now base is 7.4 centimeter, so I write 7.4 centimeter, and because there is a line that is coming over here, I just draw arrows just to make things clear. So this entire thing I have taken it as 7.4. This is 2.7 centimeter. Okay, now point X is on perpendicular bisector of AZ. बरोबर ना, ये AZ का ये परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर है. पॉइंट X इज ऑन परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ AZ. सो यू कैन से दैट X शुड बी इक्विडिस्टेंट फ्रॉम पॉइंट A एंड पॉइंट Z. सो यू से दैट AX इज इक्वल टू XZ. समझ में आया? ओके, एंड हियर यू विल राइट एनालिटिकल फिगर. Underline it. This should be written using scale and pencil. I am drawing diagrams in pen only for better clarity. Okay, you have to do everything in pencil. ये data pen से लिखोगे. Okay, now let's start with the fair diagram. अभी fair diagram में सबसे पहले I'll draw a base of 7.4 centimeter. So I take a base of 7.4 centimeter over here from 0 till 7.4. Okay, then you need to take an angle. Okay, this angle was 45 degree. I need to take an angle of 45 degree. So I keep my protractor, place it properly, mark 45 degree and draw a line. तो ये हो गया मेरा 45 डिग्री का एंगल. नाउ यू नीड टू टेक अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 2.7 सेंटीमीटर ऑन दिस एंगल. सो ऑन दिस एंगल I take 2.7. It has to be done using compass, but see what I'm doing. I'm doing a shortcut over here. 2.7 का marking कर लिया and then just draw the arc using a compass. Keep your compass point over here. वो point तक मैंने extend किया and I'm just drawing that arc. Okay. Now this will be your letter A. Okay. This is your Y. This is your Z. I connect A and Z. Whichever segment you join, उस सेगमेंट का यू नीड टू ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. सो आई विल ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ ए जेड. टू ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ ए जेड यू हैव टू मेक यूज ऑफ पॉइंट ए एंड पॉइंट जेड. तो आई कीप माई कंपास पॉइंट ऑन जेड approximately more than half. I draw one arc this side, second arc on the other side, then keep your compass point on point A. Draw this, draw this. ओके अभी इधर मेरा इंटरसेक्ट नहीं हुआ तो मैं क्या करेगा, अगेन कीप इट ऑन जेड एंड एक्सटेंड दिस. इज दैट क्लियर? अभी ये जो एडिशनल आर्क आया है ना, इफ यू वांट यू कैन इरेज दैट एडिशनल आर्क. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके, ज्यादा आर्क्स बड़ा मत रखना, इट विल लुक अनटाइडी. सो नाउ आई कनेक्ट दिस एंड दिस. इंटरसेक्शन पार्ट कनेक्ट करता हूं. ओके, this is your perpendicular bisector. Don't forget to draw arrows. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the angle, that becomes your third vertex of the triangle. So I call that as point X. Okay, as I told you, ये additional arc था. If you want, you can erase it. Since I am using a pen, I am using a whitener over here. Okay, now this point X and point Z हो गया. This becomes your triangle XYZ. Do the markings. Perpendicular sign, bisector sign by perpendicular bisector theorem. XA is equal to XZ. Then base is 7.4 centimeter. 7.4 centimeter. This is 2.7 centimeter. This should be marked using arrows. अभी तक मैंने जितना भी किया है ये सब में, this is compulsory for all the students. Now depends on your school teacher whether this part is required or no. अभी I need to verify the data. First part no need to verify because you have taken YZ as 7.4. Second no need to verify because you have taken this angle as 45 degree. Okay, लेकिन third part you need to verify that XY minus XZ is 2.7 centimeter. तो मैं क्या करेगा, actually you find XY by measuring. इधर मैं measure करता हूँ, इधर से लेके इधर तक my length that I am getting is 9.4 centimeter. So here I write 9.4 centimeter. Is that clear? Then next क्या है, XZ I want to measure. So I am measuring XZ and let's see what you get. XZ when I measure over here, okay, आंसर अभी मेरे इधर आंसर आ रहा है 6.6 और 6.7 के बीच में. अगर मैं 6.6 लिखेगा, ओके, तो मेरा डिफरेंस इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम 2.7. तो आई विल राइट इट एज 6.8. ओके, 6.8 लिखेगा तो मेरा डिफरेंस 2.7 नहीं आएगा. सो आई विल राइट इट एज 6.7. इफ आई राइट 6.7 आई विल गेट द डिफरेंस एज 2.7. सो एडजस्ट your numbers over here in such a way that this condition should be verified. Okay, so now I write XZ is equal to 6.7 centimeter. Then I will write XY minus XZ is 9.4 minus 6.7 and that answer is 2.7 centimeter. So your next condition is verified. ये दो numbers अगर आप लोग गलत लिखते हो and answer 2.7 नहीं आया, then your marks will be deducted. 0.1 mm or 0.2 mm you can adjust here and there when you are writing the numbers over here. Clear? Okay, now I write the analysis part. अभी एनालिसिस में मैं क्या लिखेगा देखो, आई नीड टू प्रूव और वेरीफाई that xy minus xz is 2.7. Now 2.7 what you have taken, can I say that we have taken ya equal to 2.7 centimeter, that I need to express it in the form of difference. So ya is 2.7. Can I say ya is entire xy minus ax? Again I repeat, your entire this ya you can write it as yx minus ax. Okay, so I write it as xy minus xa equal to 2.7. Reason you will write y dash a dash x. Abhi here I write it as equation 1. I have xy minus xa 2.7, but what I want is xy minus xz. तो ये xa के जगह पे I want xz. You know that they are congruent by perpendicular bisector theorem. So prove that. I'll say that point x is on perpendicular bisector of segment AZ. Okay, then you will say therefore by perpendicular bisector theorem, what is equal to what? You can say that xa is equal to xz because point x will be equidistant from point a and z. इसको लिखो equation 2. Then you can say from 1 and 2 xy minus ये xa के जगह पे I am writing xz is equal to 2.7 centimeter, and this thing you have to put it in a box. This box you need to draw using a scale and a pencil. So the third condition got verified. First two condition verify करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है because you have yourself actually taken those conditions in the diagram when you were draw. Okay, so this part compulsory for everyone, analytical figure compulsory for anyone, fair figure compulsory. ये part and this analysis, it depends on your school teacher whether she tells you to write or no. I am teaching you everything. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this so that you have the entire solution in a single page. Okay, given analytical figure, fair figure, the verification part and verification by analysis. Is that clear? अभी इसमें क्या था? Angle was in the first side. Now we will see if angle comes in the second side, then what we have to do. Okay? Okay, now students, what I am doing is this particular question that I am going to solve now, it is not there in your textbook. Okay, but I have taken a similar question in order to explain you the two subtypes of your category 2. अभी ये वाला क्वेश्चन अगर आप लोग देखोगे, लुक हियर, गिवन में यू हैव वन बेस गिवन, जो बेस इधर भी दिया था, बेस इज हियर, बेस इज हियर, बेस एंगल हियर, बेस एंगल हियर, एंड नाउ xz minus xy is 2.7, here xy minus xz is 2.7. So now in both these question, ये sum जो अभी किया था and the sum that we are doing just now, in both the question you have the base, you have the base angle, you have the difference of the two sides, but there is a slight you can say difference over here. इधर जो मेरा base angle है, it is at vertex y, that letter y you are getting it in the second side, and here your base angle you were getting it in the first side. अभी जब भी first side में आता है तभी क्या करने का you have already seen. अभी जब भी वो base angle second side में आता है तो क्या करने का, let's see that. First I draw the analytical figure. Your base 7.4, draw a bigger base for category 2. So I am taking my 7.4, let's say over here. ये मेरा बेस हो गया 7.4. देन यू हैव टू टेक एन एंगल ऑफ 45. एनालिटिकल फिगर यू कैन डायरेक्टली टेक अप्रॉक्सीमेट, नो नीड टू टेक एनी एक्चुअल मेजरमेंट्स. क्लियर? तो ये मेरा एंगल हो गया 45 डिग्री. देन दिस इज योर y, दिस इज योर z. बाद में क्या करते थे, ये वाले सब में क्या किया था मालूम है, YZ बनाने के बाद, एंगल बनाने के बाद, ये एंगल के ऊपर आई टेक दैट डिफरेंस 2.7. दैट इज टू बी डन व्हेन योर बेस एंगल इज इन द फर्स्ट साइड. व्हेन योर बेस एंगल इज इन द सेकेंड साइड, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू टेक दैट डिफरेंस अप. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज कि ये जो एंगल है ना सेम लाइन में नीचे एक्सटेंड करने का, एंड ये पॉइंट से नीचे के साइड में यू आर सपोज टू टेक 2.7, सो दिस बिकम्स योर पॉइंट ए. बाद में द प्रोसेस इज सेम. आफ्टर टेकिंग इट you join it to point Z, and throughout the chapter what we have done, whatever we join uska we draw the perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector approximate midpoint लिया, perpendicular bisector obvious है कि slant होगा like this. Okay, I am not doing perpendicular bisector of the base. This is the common mistake. Whatever you join uska perpendicular bisector. This becomes the, wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts your angle becomes the third vertex. So this point I call it as X, and either say now I connect it to Z. Is that clear? Now which point is on perpendicular bisector of AZ? Point X is on perpendicular bisector of AZ. So point X should be equidistant from point A and point Z by perpendicular bisector theorem. So XA should be equal to XZ. But I cannot put that congruency marking over here, because if I put marking over here, it will look like XY congruent to XZ. If I put that marking over here, it will look like YA equal to XZ. Because there is a problem over here, you don't put that perpendicular bisector sign ka congruency over here. Clear? Okay, base I had taken it as 7.4 centimeter, so that I specify over here. This distance you had taken it as 2.7. So students, what is the main difference in the construction part? If the base angle is in the first side, difference you have to take above the base. Okay, and if the base is there in the second side, base angle is there in the second side of difference, you have to take that difference below the base. मतलब वो एंगल को नीचे एक्सटेंड करके कट करने का. दिस इज द मेन डिफरेंस. एंड अगर आप लोग देखो, सपोज ये डायग्राम के लिए गलती से मैंने ये कर दिया, डायरेक्टली डायग्राम देख के समझ में आता है कि मिस्टेक है. कैसे समझेगा? लुक किया, XY minus XZ should be 2.7. if difference is positive, first side should be bigger, second side should be smaller. So XY should be bigger than XZ. Look here, इधर XY छोटा है, XZ बड़ा है, but I wanted XY bigger. So ये condition के लिए if you draw this diagram, looking at the diagram you come to know that I wanted XY bigger, but in my diagram XY is smaller. इसका correct diagram देखो, XY should be bigger. Look here, ये XY है, ये XZ है. XY looks bigger than XZ. अभी इसका ये करेक्ट डायग्राम है. XZ minus XY is 2.7. फर्स्ट साइड शुड बी बिगर. XZ शुड बी बिगर देन XY. लुक इन द डायग्राम, ये मेरा XZ है, ये मेरा XY है. दिस इज बिगर देन XY. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके, सो सपोज अगर ये कंडीशन के लिए ये डायग्राम बना या ये कंडीशन के लिए ये डायग्राम बना, डायग्राम देख के समझ में आना चाहिए दैट देयर इज सम मिस्टेक. व्हाट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर इज, इफ बेस एंगल प्रेजेंट इन फर्स्ट साइड, डिफरेंस विल बी अप. इफ बेस एंगल प्रेजेंट इन सेकेंड साइड, डिफरेंस विल बी डाउन. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, ये तो एनालिटिकल फिगर हो गया. नाउ वी स्टार्ट विद द फेयर फिगर. Analytical figure, you need to write it like this. Now when you are doing the fair figure na students, make sure that you start towards the right side of the page, क्योंकि ये साइड जब भी नीचे एक्सटेंड करोगे ना, वो लेफ्ट साइड में चला जाएगा. मार्जिन में डायग्राम नहीं जाना चाहिए. सो ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड आई स्टार्ट विद द डायग्राम. ओके, बेस शुड बी 7.4, सो आई टेक फ्रॉम here 0 till 7.4. then I need to take an angle of 45 degree in the base. So I keep my compass point protractor over here. 45 degree का marking I do. Then using a scale I will draw that 45 degree. And now you know that it needs to be extended down. So now only I am extending it down. ये नीचे extend किया. And on this downward extended portion you have to take 2.7. So from here I take 2.7 like this. Clear? Okay. Directly ऐसा लेने का नहीं रहता है. You have to do it using a compass. So what I do, 2.7 का marking किया. On that marking I keep my compass and I draw the arc. Then what you will do, you need to join this. इधर से इधर join किया, and whatever you join उसका perpendicular bisector you need to do. Okay, now I am doing the naming whatever I have done till now. This is your point Y, this is your point Z, this is your point A. Now I want perpendicular bisector of segment AZ. जिस segment का perpendicular bisector चाहिए उसका end points you will use to draw the arc. So I'll make use of point A and point Z. approximately more than half. Cut one arc this side, one arc towards the bottom. Then keep your compass point on A. Cut your previous arc. प्रीवियस आर्क अभी इधर कट नहीं हुआ तो अगेन कीप इट ऑन Z एंड इसको थोड़ा सा ऊपर एक्सटेंड किया. इज दैट क्लियर? एंड जॉइन दैट नाउ इधर से इधर तक. दिस इज योर परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ व्हाट? ऑफ सेगमेंट AZ. Okay, perpendicular sign, bisector sign. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the angle, that becomes your third vertex. So I take it as point X. Join this. As expected, look in the diagram. XZ minus XY था. XZ should come bigger. XZ looks bigger than XY. Do the naming of measurement. 45 degree. This is 2.7 centimeter and this is 7.4 centimeter. Okay, now you know ये वाला part we have taken, no need to verify. This no need to verify, but this part needs to be verified. So what I'll do, I'll take X, I'll find out XZ, I'll find out XY, and then I'll show that their subtraction is 2.7. So look here, XZ is equal to, let's see what XZ we are getting over here. Now we are getting XZ as 5.7 centimeter. Clear? So I write over here 5.7 centimeter. Clear? Then XY. अभी XY का लेंथ ऐसे लिखो that you should get the difference as 2.7. Clear? Now let's measure that and get the answer. XY मेजर करने का है. अभी ये XY I am getting the answer as let's say 2.9. अगर मैंने इधर 2.9 लिखा तो the difference is not going to be 2.7, तो वो आंसर गलत हो जाएगा. Okay, so over here I again थोड़ा सा slightly adjust and check. It is coming between 2.9 and 3. It is better to write as 3 centimeter because if I write as 3, 5.7 minus 3 will give you the required answer as 2.7. So 0.1 mm का adjustment can be done when you are doing the verification part. So XZ minus XY is 5.7 minus 3, which is 2.7 centimeter. Understood? Clear? Okay, this is one way to verify. Second way to verify is to write the analysis. In analysis I will try to prove that XZ minus XY is 2.7 centimeter. Let's take the analysis part now. Okay, now ये verify ज़रूरत नहीं, ये नहीं. This I need to verify. I need to show that difference is 2.7. Now what 2.7 we have taken? We have taken that YA is 2.7 centimeter. Abhi this YA I will write it in terms of difference. So can I say this YA is actually XA minus XY? So I write over here XA minus XY is 2.7 centimeter. Equation 1 किधर से आया? A dash Y dash X. Is that clear? Now look here. I wanted XZ minus XY. I got XA minus XY. तो XZ and XA को replace करने का है. XZ and XA needs to be replaced. It can be replaced because XA and XZ you can prove congruent by perpendicular bisector theorem. For that you will write that point X is on perpendicular bisector of segment AZ. Therefore, by perpendicular bisector theorem, you can say what is equal to what? This point X is on perpendicular bisector of AZ, so you can say XA is equal to XZ. This is your equation 2 from 1 and 2. Okay, ये XA के जगह पे I'll write XZ minus XY is equal to 2.7. This to be done, box to be done using scale and pencil. Okay, now again I repeat, जो मैंने previous sums में भी आप लोगों को बोला था, ये जितना भी मैंने इधर लिखा है ये sum के लिए. Okay, this part compulsory for everyone. This part analytical figure compulsory. फेयर फिगर कंपलसरी। वेरिफिकेशन में ये लिखने का कि नहीं लिखने का डिपेंड्स ऑन योर स्कूल टीचर। एनालिसिस लिखने का कि नहीं लिखने का डिपेंड्स ऑन योर स्कूल टीचर। व्हाट यू कैन डू इज you can take a screenshot of this so that you get the working of the entire sum on one page. Is that clear? Now again I tell you the difference in your category 2. Category 2 में there were two types of question. कौन से दो टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन है? लेट्स लुक हियर। ये वाला था टेक्सचुअल क्वेश्चन। इधर क्या था? एंगल इज इन फर्स्ट साइड ऑफ डिफरेंस। जब भी एंगल फर्स्ट साइड ऑफ डिफरेंस में रहता है द डिफरेंस यू टेक above the base. If angle is present in second side of difference, you take that difference below the base. That is the only difference. Remaining part is common. Now let's see the next question. Okay, now coming to question number 3 over here. This is a textual question. I have entirely done the question beforehand because it is similar to that extra question that I had just done before this sum. The only difference is that there is an obtuse angle. Okay, अभी given में मैंने सब लिखा. Again difference of two sides है, so it belongs to category 2. Now over here angle is present in the second side. ये मैंने बताया था। अभी अगर एंगल मेरा सेकेंड साइड में रहेगा तो क्या करने का? आफ्टर ड्रॉइंग द एंगल यू हैव टू एक्सटेंड इट डाउनवर्ड्स एंड देन यू विल मार्क द डिफरेंस ऑफ 2.5. XC को कनेक्ट करो इसका परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर। वेरेवर द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर विल कट द एंगल दैट विल बी योर पॉइंट A. When you are drawing the diagram, be careful that you start towards the right side of the page, and because over here this is an obtuse angle, okay, the diagram is going to be a bit you can say more in height. तो थोड़ा सा पेज के नीचे से चालू करने का, एंड स्पेशली इन द फेयर फिगर ऑल्सो, ओके, नीचे थोड़ा जगह छोड़ना, ओके, एंड राइट साइड से चालू करो. ओनली देन योर डायग्राम इज गोइंग टू फिट इन वन पेज. This angle is 100 degree. That is the only difference over here, that this question is based on obtuse angle triangle. Apart from that, the entire sum and the working is same. What you can do is you can take a screenshot of this so that you have the given part, analytical part, fair part, this working part and analysis, everything on the same page. Clear? Compulsory for the students to write given, analytical figure and fair figure. This part and this part depends on your school teacher whether it is to be written or no. With this, you finish your category 2 question. Now we will start with practice set number 4.3, which belongs to category 3. Okay? Students, in practice set number 4.3 we will be talking about category 3 question. अभी category 3 कैसे समझ में आता है? Look here, I am taking the first question of the practice set. It says construct triangle PQR in which angle Q is 70 degree, angle R is 80 degree, PQ plus QR plus PR is 9.5 centimeter. Now PQ plus Q, अभी given data मैंने इधर लिखा है. Look here, angle Q and angle R, let's take it as the two base angles and addition of all sides का मतलब perimeter. So can I say perimeter of triangle is given and both the base angles are given? So this tells you that the question belongs to category 3. ओके, अभी कैटेगरी 3 का क्वेश्चन का कंस्ट्रक्शन कैसे करने का, लेट्स सी दैट. नाउ हियर यू डोंट हैव एनी बेस लेंथ गिवन ओवर हियर, तो व्हेन यू आर स्टार्टिंग विथ इट, ओके, यू विल डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट विद द पेरीमीटर दैट दे हैव गिवन. नाउ पेरीमीटर इज 9.5 in analytical figure, no need to take actual measurement. Okay, 9.5. Please draw a bigger side at the base, only then your diagram will come neat. Okay, this entire thing represents the perimeter. Obviously these two are not going to be the vertex of the triangle because मैंने base नहीं बनाया है. I have taken the perimeter length over here, so these two are not the vertex of triangle PQR. Name it as anything else. I call this as A and this as B. Now angle Q is 70 degree. क्या करने का मालूम है? Angle Q अगर 70 degree है, take half of that angle. 70 का half is what? 70 का half is going to be 35. Please take this angle a very small angle. 35 degree है ना, छोटा लोगे तो diagram will look neat. So this is 35 degree, and from here obviously now you will take half of 80. Okay, so that will be 40 degree. Let's say it is like this. The two things should intersect each other. Wherever they intersect, angles intersect, that is the third vertex of the triangle. Now Q and R are the base angle. So the third vertex of the triangle is P. अभी ये angle 35 and 40 क्यों लिया, उससे 70 and 80 कैसे आएगा, that we will understand in the analysis part, verification part. Okay, then क्या करने का, PA का you need to draw a perpendicular bisector. So approximate midpoint and a perpendicular like this. So this is your perpendicular bisector of PA. Mark perpendicular sign over here, bisector sign. Okay, and PB का perpendicular bisector, approximate midpoint, let's call it as this point, and इसका perpendicular will be a slant line like this. Let's call this as perpendicular bisector of PB. So perpendicular sign, bisector sign. अगर इधर 2 लाइन का मार्किंग है, इधर पुट 3 लाइन्स का मार्किंग. Wherever the perpendicular bisector intersects the base line over here, that will give you the 2 vertex at the base. So P मिला, Q मिला, R मिला, complete the triangle. ये triangle हो गया आप लोगों का complete. Understood? This becomes your analytical figure. Clear? This analytical figure, what I have written, it should be written with pencil only. I am drawing diagrams with pen only for better clarity. You have to draw all the diagrams with pencil only. Now look here, this point Q, can I say it lies on perpendicular bisector of AP? So point Q should be equidistant from point A and P. So this will be equal to this. And point R lies on perpendicular bisector of PB. So R should be equidistant from P and B. So I can say this will be equal to this. अभी मैंने क्या किया, सिंगल लाइन का मार्किंग हो गया, डबल लाइन हो गया, ट्रिपल लाइन हो गया. So I just put a V notation over here. Clear? Now write the lengths or measurements that you have taken. This you have taken it as 35 degree. This you had taken it as 40 degree. Directly write this as 70 degree. This as 80 degree. And this entire thing at the base, you have taken it the length that is equal to the perimeter. So I'll say this entire thing at the base is 9.5 centimeter. This is the process of construction. ये पूरा part when I do the fair diagram it will get revised. देखो क्या करने का, base is not given, so whatever is perimeter I take that as the base over here. So okay, that is 9.5. So 1 से लेके I take 9.5. This is your base over here. Clear? Then at this I need to take half of 70 degree. अगर ये let's say 50 degree रहता तो मैं इधर 25 degree लेगा, 60 degree रहेगा तो 30 degree. Whatever is the angle given, you are supposed to take half of that. Okay. So now I take 35 degree over here. Clear? I am drawing that angle of 35 degree. 35 degree का angle बना है. Don't forget to put arrows. Then either side I need to draw an angle of 40 degree. Why 40? Because it is 80. Half of उसका लेने का. So 40 degree angle. Okay. Now when I am drawing this angle, it is going to cut the arrow. So just erase that arrow part because वो मेरे को extend करना पड़ेगा. Because both the angles should intersect. Okay. तो ये मेरा 40 डिग्री एंड पुट एन एरो. ये वाला 35 डिग्री जो था आई एम जस्ट एक्सटेंडिंग इट. wherever the two angles intersect, that becomes the third vertex. So I call this as T. These are any two letters A and B. अभी मेरे को क्या करने का, draw perpendicular bisector of PA and draw perpendicular bisector of PB. First I am doing perpendicular bisector of PA. To draw perpendicular bisector of PA, I'll make use of point A and point P. Okay, segment के ऊपर एक भी arc नहीं आएगा. Using point P, approximately more than half, cut one arc this side, one arc on the other side. Keep it on A, cut your previous two arcs so that they intersect. अभी इधर intersect नहीं हो रहा है बरोबर से. Again keep it on P and extend the previous arc. Okay? And अगर ये arc थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो गया आपके साइड से, you can erase it. Clear? So that your diagram will look neat. Okay? These two intersecting arcs, I will connect them. This is your first perpendicular bisector. So I put a perpendicular sign and a bisector sign. Now I want perpendicular bisector of PB. So I'll make use of point P and point B. Keeping it on B, approximately more than half, cut one arc this side, another arc on the other side. It can go outside the triangle or inside the triangle, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, P, इधर ये कट नहीं हुआ, ये वाला भी कट नहीं हुआ. Okay, so I again keep it on point B and I make the previous arc intersect. अभी ये आर्क कोई यूजफुल नहीं है तो इसको मैंने इरेज कर दिया, एंड ये वाला आर्क ज़्यादा बड़ा है तो इस दिस पार्ट ऑल्सो यू कैन इरेज इट. इज दैट क्लियर? एडिशनल आर्क्स, नो नीड टू कीप इट इन द डायग्राम. ओके, दीज टू इंटरसेक्टिंग आर्क्स यू विल कनेक्ट देम. ये हो गया कनेक्ट. ये नीचे जाके परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर एक दूसरे को मीट होगे तो भी चलेगा, नहीं मीट होगा तो भी चलेगा, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. सो आई पुट अ परपेंडिकुलर साइन and a bisector sign. All the markings should be same in analytical and fair figure. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the base side, okay, that will give you the base vertex. So I mark point Q and point R and I connect PQ. Side PQ हो गया, side PR हो गया. This completes your triangle PQR. Okay, this angle I mark it as 35 degree. This angle I mark it as 70 degree. This angle I mark it as 80 degree. This I mark it as 40 degree. Then this entire thing, it is equal to the perimeter that I had taken. So put an arrow like this and write it as 9.5 centimeter. One thing please note, ये जो भी lines में मैंने बनाया है ना, I am using a scale. Please do not draw directly freehand. Your marks will be deducted if it becomes untidy. Then because of perpendicular bisector theorem, QP will be equal to QA and this will be equal to this. This completes your fair figure. Now I talk about the analysis part. Okay, अभी angle Q 70 डिग्री 80 डिग्री ये मेरे को साइड्स का पार्ट वेरीफाई करने का है. PQ plus QR plus PR is 9.5. So what I'll do, I'll actually measure PQ, I'll actually measure QR, I'll actually measure PR and I will verify that it comes 9.5 centimeter. Okay, PQ का length I am finding it. Now PQ length is coming as 3.9 centimeter. So I write over here PQ is 3.9 centimeter. Then QR I'll actually measure and find out. QR, when I measure, I am getting the answer as 1.9 centimeter. So I write 1.9 centimeter. Then PR, when I measure, I am getting the answer as 3.7 centimeter. So I write 3.7 centimeter. Is that clear? Okay. Now I do PQ plus QR plus PR is equal to 3.9 plus 1.9 plus 3.7, and if I add everything your answer will come 9.5 centimeter. ये जो measures है ना, first you have to write with pencil and check whether addition is coming 9.5 or no. अगर 9.5 नहीं आता है तो please make some manipulation in the numbers in such a way that your answer should come 9.5 centimeter. Clear? Now this is one way of verifying this. There is another way also which you have to write it in the analysis part. अभी analysis part में see what I am doing. First we will try to prove that PQ plus QR plus PR is 9.5. See what I am doing. Can I say that I have taken AB as 9.5? So I say AB equal to 9.5 centimeter. That AB I can break it as AQ plus QR plus RB is equal to 9.5. Write it as equation 1. It will be A dash Q dash R dash B. Is that clear? Now this AQ, we know that it is equal to PQ by perpendicular bisector theorem. तो ये AQ के जगह पे PQ आएगा, and this RB is equal to PR by perpendicular bisector theorem. So you will get PQ plus QR plus PR, लेकिन वो perpendicular bisector theorem से prove करना पड़ेगा. So see what I am doing. I'll say that my point Q lies on perpendicular bisector of which segment? Point Q lies on perpendicular bisector of segment AP. Therefore you will say by perpendicular bisector theorem, I can say that AQ is equal to PQ. AQ is equal to PQ. Write this as equation 2. Can I say on this side to prove PR equal to BR, I am using the same thing. So you can directly say similarly we can prove that your PR is equal to RB. This is your equation number 3. This similarly you can use it in the exam also. Now I say from equation 1, 2 and 3 ये AQ के जगह पे I am writing PQ. So I write PQ. QR I write it as it is and RB का substitution क्या है? PR is equal to 9.5 centimeter and this thing you will just put it in a box. Now if I go to see, as far as the length is concerned, addition of 3 sides should be 9.5 centimeter. That I have proved it. अभी angle Q 70 degree and angle R 80 degree we have not taken. We had taken this angle as 35 and this angle as 40. तो ये 70 degree होगा, ये मेरे को prove करना पड़ेगा. अभी prove कैसा करेंगे? Let's see that. We need to prove that this angle is 70 degree. Okay. So look here. I'll say that can I say that angle PQR, ये angle is the exterior angle for triangle AQP. You know remote interior angle theorem that this exterior angle should be equal to this angle plus this angle by remote interior angle theorem. Now this is 35. ये कितना होगा? This angle will also be 35. Why? Because of isosceles triangle theorem. If you see your triangle AQP, we have already proved that QA and QP are equal. So this angle should be equal to this angle. अगर ये 35 है, this angle also should be 35. Now this angle should be 35 plus 35. That is how you get this angle as 70 degree. तो अभी ये prove कैसे करेंगे देखो. I'll say that in triangle AQP, QA is equal to QP. You have already proved this in equation 2. QA and AQ means the same, PQ and QP means the same. So QA is equal to QP. Therefore, angle A is congruent to angle APQ. Reason you can write isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, then you will say therefore angle APQ has to be 35 degree since we have taken angle A equal to 35 degree. समझा? अभी ये APQ ये 35 मैंने लिया है, ये 35 प्रूव कर दिया. Now I will use remote interior angle theorem to prove this as 70. So I'll say that angle PQR is exterior angle of triangle AQP. Therefore, by remote interior angle theorem, you can say that angle PQR is equal to angle A plus angle APQ, which will be 35 degree plus 35 degree and the answer turns out to be 70 degree. तो ये एंगल 70 डिग्री प्रूव हो गया एंड एग्जैक्टली अ सिमिलर प्रोसेस एग्जिस्ट ओवर हियर टू प्रूव 80 डिग्री. सो यू कैन राइट इन द एग्जाम सिमिलरली वी कैन प्रूव दैट एंगल PRQ is equal to 80 degree. ये जो भी मैं बॉक्स बना रहा हूँ, you have to draw the boxes using scale and pencil. So there were 3 conditions that were to be satisfied, and in your analysis you have proved that this is 70, this is 80 and the addition is 9.5. This entire part becomes your analysis. All the 3 conditions needs to be verified in your category 3 question. Okay, so given compulsory for all the question, analytical figure compulsory for all the question, fair figure compulsory for all the question. This part depends on your school teacher whether she tells you to write or no, and this also depends on your school teacher whether she tells you to write or no. I have given you the entire sum. What you can do is you can take a screenshot of this now. so that this part is there with you. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now you can take a screenshot of this so that you get the entire analysis. Okay, I quickly repeat what I have done over here. जो भी perimeter दिया रहता है वो base में लेने का. Okay, end points, do not name it as anything among PQR, name it as any other two letters. Then क्या करने का, जो भी angle दिया हुआ रहेगा, take half of that angle. From here I take 35, from here I take 40. Wherever they intersect, name that as the third vertex, so I call it as P. AP का draw a perpendicular bisector, PB का draw a perpendicular bisector. Wherever the perpendicular bisector cuts the base, that will become your point Q and point R. Join PQ, join PR. And to draw perpendicular bisector, obviously you will make use of end points of the segment. Okay, clear? Now I will show you construction of one more sum for your reference, but in category 3 there is no variation of sum. This is the only variety that you have. So one more sum, I'll just write the analysis, given analytical figure, fair figure and this part, and I'll just show it to you. As far as explanation is concerned, everything is over. Okay. Okay, now this is your textual question. As I told you, I've already solved the entire part so that you can use it as a reference for you. What should be done ideally is, based on the previous question that I have explained, try to do question number 2 entirely on your own along with the analysis, and then you can compare with this diagram and the analysis that I have written over here. A quick explanation I'll give it to this. The two base angles are given over here, perimeter is given, so it belongs to category 3. In your how to draw the diagram, whatever is the perimeter, take that as the base, so that will be your 10.5 centimeter. Obviously that length needs to be written, so that length I write over here as 10.5 centimeter. Clear? And then what you will do, whatever the two base angles are given, you will take half of that. Let's say I'll take y over here, तो y का half 58 degree, half of that 29. I draw an angle of 29 degree. X I take it on this side, 46, half of that 23. समझा? A point, B point. Do not name the end points as X, Y or Z anything. Wherever the two angles intersect, that will be the third vertex. Y and X are already used, so the third vertex becomes Z. You got triangle AZB. After that, draw perpendicular bisector of AZ and draw perpendicular bisector of BZ. Wherever they intersect the base side, name that as point Y and point X and complete your triangle. These two congruent because of perpendicular bisector, or these two congruent because of perpendicular bisector, these two congruent because of perpendicular bisector theorem, these two congruent because of perpendicular bisector theorem. From a student's point of view, this is compulsory to be written. This should be written in pen. This is compulsory to be done. This is compulsory to be done. This depends on your school teacher. Okay, whether this perimeter 10.5 you need to verify from your actual diagram or no. These are the lengths that you should actually get. Then this is the entire analysis of the sum, where you have verified that angle Y is 58, angle X is 46 and perimeter is 10.5. Okay, the entire explanation is similar to your previous question, hence I am not going in detail. What you can do is, you can take a screenshot now. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Then take the screenshot of this analysis part. I hope you have taken the screenshot of this also. Now student, this completes your practice set 4.1, which was based on your category 1 question. Practice set 4.2 based on category 2. In practice set 4.2, there were two subtypes over there. Angle present in the first side of difference, angle present in the second side of difference. And this is your practice set 4.3 based on category 3. Problem set 4, there is no new question. Okay, all the questions are based on either category 1 or category 2 or category 3. So with this, I wind up your entire chapter. Thank you very much for watching this entire video. Do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Now this is another way of teaching you online, where I have done the sums on a piece of paper. Please do give your feedback about how you perceive this particular lecture and whether you are understanding everything or no in this way which I have done. This particular lecture, instead of doing it on the board, I had done it on a piece of paper. Hope this new concept helps for better understanding. Do write in the comment box. Okay, chalo, till then, tata, bye bye.